with them waves and tiger stripes. I agree. Another one that says, how could you possibly think a brother prefers BBLs over? Come on now.
Celebrated my birthday, and the only world, the only America that I knew until Donald Trump came along was an America in which I had the right to make my own personal decision about when and if to start a family, when and if to have a child. I think for a lot of voters, a lot of people in blue states, they're hearing stories about what's happening other places. They're reading about it. But I think that we need to drive home as Democrats that this will come true. And I think we had a lot of this conversation when Dobbs was decided overturning Roe. People saying, how could this have happened? Who could have imagined this happening? Well, Lawrence, they literally promised us they would do this. And that is exactly what Donald Trump did. So if there's one lesson coming out of engaging with Donald Trump and having to deal with him in 2016 as president for those 4 years, it's believe him when he says that he will pass a nationwide abortion ban. He doesn't want to say those words, but he will absolutely do it. And the down ballot folks, the Congress people that I serve with on the Republican side of the aisle, they absolutely will put this in front of him and he will sign a nationwide abortion ban. That's why we have to win everywhere in November. I just turned 50, just celebrated my birthday, and the only world, the only America that I knew until Donald Trump came along was an America in which I had the right to make my own personal decision about when and if to start a family.
So Katie Porter, she says, believe extremists when they say they want to pass a nationwide abortion ban. Abortion rights are on the ballot in every election everywhere. Yep, I think that's coming.
The nerve of extremists calling somebody an extremist.
Let's do this one. It says the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Albert Einstein.
Okay, so who should be changing in this?
It's just saying that, like a lot of us, we get stuck in our political ideology or we get stuck in our perspective and we think that we're right. And no matter what evidence or information comes about, we don't make adjustments to our perspective or ideology. So then that's a willful ignorance, if you will. And, you should change your perspective based on new information. If you didn't have the information before and you made your decisions based on that, that's what it was. But then when new information comes about, you have the ability to make a change, and that shows that you have intelligence. That being able to say that you were wrong.
Yeah, but I don't think you do that when, just to, try to prove that, well, look, I can say that I'm wrong, especially when you feel that what your stance, you're right. And, and I don't think it really should come down to my personal, beliefs of it. I think a holistic approach of it is necessary because we got different viewpoints and millions of peoples to consider with those types of decisions. So I mean, when you feel like, oh well, you got it right, you know what you're talking about, and you stop listening to what other people have to say because you already feel like yeah, that can present a problem. But at the same time, if you truly are serious about what's going on, like I said, I mean, there's many times like I don't agree with abortion, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, we should be able to allow it for specific situations, especially when it comes to health, whether it's physical, mental, or whatever the situation might be. But like trying to argue that because there was 26,000, they claimed 26,000 rapes, and that we should just overturn and allow people to just start having abortions all nilly, just how I forget all milli vanilli, all wild and crazy, just letting it happen. I think that's irresponsible too. So like there's got like we gotta find some balance. Having it one way or the other is not, what I'm saying, having it full fledged and not having it all should both be totally off the table.